Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Frenchie, and I'm shooting this video today to review and have a first impressions with Hank and Henry Beauty. I'm super excited about this. I have been following Hank and Henry for a while. I had the honor of meeting him, and he's really a talented artist, super humble, down to earth, very approachable, which for someone like myself is really nice, because when you meet these people that you follow online who have like this huge following and then you run into them in real life, it's almost like, can I approach him, can I not? And he was totally awesome. So when I heard he was coming up with his own cosmetic line and he was kind of giving sneak peeks on his products, I was very excited. And they had kind of like a mini little launch, and I immediately went and snagged what I could. So I was able to get one of his what he calls it is my alter ego. So we'll go over everything on there. I have info from the website, and what I want to do, I did my face and my brows, and I just want to just do a quick eye look using the product, kind of give you a feel, so you'll be actually trying it out with me and wear it all day, and then kind of log back in and let you guys know what my thoughts are on it at the end of the day. Something a little different for me, but just to really feel like I can give a thorough first impressions and review. So let's get into it. And again, thanks for watching, and stick around and let's see how this product works. All right. Okay, so as I mentioned, this product is called My Alter Ego. It is an eye makeup kit, I guess you can call it. It has 3 different shadows. I did pull up the information on the website, and what it has is one matte, and they call the other one, let me pull this back up. So it has one matte, one pressed pearl, and then Electrolytes, which is a loose pearl. So it has basically 2 kind of shimmery shades and then a matte. So the color that I was able to get was called the King's Queen. And what I also thought was so cool was that he did sign my box. I believe that anyone who purchased from his first launch, he did sign, which I thought was really, really cool. So it's a nice little personal touch that you don't get all the time. So let's get into this. I did open this already because I couldn't help it, but I haven't actually put it on my eyes. So this is the packaging here. So pretty. When I saw the glitter, I was like, oh my gosh. And has his little signature owl. He does talk about, if you follow him on Instagram, I will link everything for him down below. He does talk about the owl. I hate to say, I don't remember exactly what it was. I know it had something to do, I believe, with his grandmother. So he does give the little story behind the owl, which I thought was super sweet. And these are the 2 colors here. So that is the matte shade, the pressed pearl, and then if you open this down here, this is the loose pearl. And you get a ton of the loose product, and I touched it just a tiny bit and it seems like it's super duper pigmented and shimmery, so that's why I left the little sticker on there. But this packaging is just killer. Like, it has such a luxurious feel to it. It's nice and sturdy, so he really knocked it out of the park with the packaging itself. Now, this product is $37 for the 3 shades. He has 3 different ones. This one, like I said, is called the King's Queen. And then there is also, let me pull up the other ones. Sorry, I'm just going on my tablet here. There's another one called the Temptress, which is like more red tones, and then El Jefe, which is more like, if you want that smoky, it has the black, silver, gold tones to it. So I got this one because it was more fall and I thought it'd be kind of fun, and it's really what I could get. So let me take this off here. Now I kept my face makeup pretty just matte today because I really want this to be the star of my makeup look. I As you can see, there's only 3 shades, so I do have another palette that I'm going to be using for transition shades and whatnot. I already primed my eyes and set it with some setting powder or translucent powder or something. So let's get into this. I'm super excited to put this on my face and we can go from there. And I'm a little nervous about the shimmery powders, I'm not gonna lie. So again, there is not a real transition shade to this, so I'm gonna get my fluffy brush, and I got this new from Huda Beauty. It's the Smoky Obsession, so I want to go into that bad boy there. And actually, it's my first time using the Huda Beauty, so I'm gonna try to zoom in a little bit. I'm kind of still learning how to do that with this camera, so forgive me if it loses focus or anything. I'm trying to figure it out, I guess you could say. And just do little by little. Okay, so let's see if that works. So I'm just going to put this out in my crease area and blend upward towards my brow. It's going to be a very warm look because of the shades in the Alter Ego kit. So let me get into how I actually met Hank and Henry, I guess I could call him. I was at the NYX Face Awards. I got to go with a cousin of mine who is a blogger down in Riverside, and she asked me if I wanted to go with her, and I said yes, of course. And I probably had done just a couple of videos on YouTube. Not that I have a ton, but I was very, very fresh into it. Like I think my camera that I have right now, I just bought. Like I had just bought it like that weekend before or something, because I knew I wanted to take it down with me. And so my cousin, like I said, being a blogger, she was one of the first people that I told that I wanted to do YouTube. And so of course she's all for it and has been helping me a ton and gaining my confidence on being on camera, being very honest with me, letting me know like, hey, that was great, but try to do this. And so super appreciative of that. So anyway, so we go down to the NYX Face Awards, and I had seen actually prior to this a video of Hank and Henry with Patrick Starr, and I was like, who is this? Because his makeup was beautiful in the video. And so I, of course, started doing the typical Instagram stalking, and I went in and found his page, and I started looking at it, and I was like, wow, he's really talented. And so then I started following him. So okay, so quick break. I'm gonna actually go into this color here, and that one is called Ooh Betch. Okay, so that's that. And so, well, I'm gonna grab this brush from Morphe. It's R35. So let's see. There is a little bit of kickback. I'm just gonna grab a tiny bit because I don't know how pigmented these colors are. So anyway, so I went to the Face Awards, and right before then I had gone online to see what, influencers were going to be there, because I know a lot of them tend to, ooh, that's really pretty. Oh, that's nice. A lot of them tend to go. And I saw that he was going to be there, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. And Jordan Hans, who I love as well. Actually, I discovered her through the Joker tutorial that she did with Jeffree Star, and I started following her because of that. And she's amazing with body paint and just makeup in general. She's really, really talented as well. So she was going to be on a panel, and Hank and Henry was going to actually do a master class at the NYX. They called it their beauty school or whatever. So I was like, oh my God. And I told my cousin, I was like, if we do anything, I want to do one of these master classes. And he was going to teach a tutorial on glam. So I was like, oh my God, if anybody, it's him. Like, he is so, like, he's glam as fuck. Like, it's crazy. And he's one of those people, like, you see his pictures, like when he has no makeup, he's very handsome. Like, I'd go for him. I ain't gonna lie. But then he puts the makeup on and he's beautiful. And I'm like, ugh, you disgust me. You're one of those people, like, beautiful without, beautiful with. So anyway, so I told my cousin, like, for sure, I want to be able to take that class. And so she was like, okay, yeah, we'll figure it out and see. The NYX Awards themselves was somewhat of a clusterfuck. I ain't gonna lie. It was like, we didn't know where to go. There was no like real lines. Like, the one thing that hopefully they'll change. Well, one, the venue was really small, where all the vendors and stuff were gonna be. I guess I was kind of expecting it to be kind of, I'm used to going to a hair show and it's huge and it's like vendors and booths and the class, like when they have, when I go to a hair show and they have master classes, I guess you can call it. Like say Diva Curl, for example, they held a class. It's actually in a room, so it's separate from everything else. So I guess that's what I was expecting at the NYX Awards, but everything was just like you walked in, it was like throw up everywhere because it was just all these people standing around and, you know, everyone's asking each other, are you in line for this? Or what are you in line for? Because it was just so all over the place. But, sorry, I go like, oh, and then I'm all, but finally we figured out where to go for the class and we were able to get in after standing around for a while. And he was so awesome. Like, he really knew his stuff. He gave some great pointers, did an amazing look on this gal. And he was just really sweet. And he talked, you know, about his beginnings and told some personal stories about himself and his, you know, his journey on social media and just not even just on social media, but just his journey as a makeup artist himself, because he was saying, you know, he's not so much just like the typical influencer. He actually works behind the scenes. He works with makeup brands. He knows what it's like to be in a lab. He knows what it's like to work with people doing makeup. So he's an actual artist versus, you know, doing it on yourself on camera. So for me, that was really amazing to be able to learn from him from that, because he did have a lot of great advice. And he also had advice for people who were starting their own channel, and which at that moment, like for me, it was just really spoke a lot to me. And but what I thought was really cool after was, because he mentioned he was from Riverside, and so my cousin was like, ooh, girl, guess what, I'm from Riverside too. And so she actually approached him, because she has a lot more balls than I do, and was like, hey, after the class was over, the NYX girls were like, okay, like everyone like pack up and go. And my cousin goes up to him and she's like, hey, I'm from Riverside, I'm a blogger, blah, blah, blah. Like, do you mind if I take your picture? Because I would love to post that on my stuff. And he was like, oh my God, of course. And then he was like, wait, everybody, whoever was here right now, he's like, stay, I want to take pictures. We have a ring light, let's do this. And the girls were like, oh, like the NYX girls, they were like, oh, we're cleaning right now, we have to for the next class. And he's like, because he was on a stage on a platform. So he was like, well, you guys can keep cleaning. He's like, everyone can come up on stage. We have the ring light. We'll take a few selfies and then, you know, no one's going to be in your way. But I really want to do this. So the fact that he spoke up and said that, I thought was really, really cool. He wasn't just like, okay, bye guys, and like a kind of a jerk or a dick about it. He was super sweet and kind of was looking at the girls like, why aren't you letting me do this? Like, I want to do this for these people. And so I got to take a picture with him, talk to him super quick, and yeah, he was just really, really sweet. And then later on, he was on the panel with Jordan Hans, and so I got to meet, actually at that point, I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna go up to people. And so I went up to her and got to take a picture with her too. And they were talking about, you know, that's really when they talked a lot about social media. So it was just a really great experience. Like, I left that experience just feeling like he's an awesome person. Because, you know, you always hear stories of people, like whether it's a celebrity, a makeup artist, or somebody that you look up to and you meet them and you realize like, oh wow, that guy's kind of an asshole or that girl's kind of a bitch. You know, whether or not they're having a bad day or whatever, it's kind of besides the point, because at that moment, that's your impression of them. And for me with him, my impression of him was that he was a super humble guy. And he wasn't scared to talk about his beginnings. And I think that's really cool because he just laid it all out there. And you don't get that a lot with people. So the fact that he was like that just made me really, like, kind of gave me a little, like, burst of energy and putting it into my work. Not only on my channel, but really in my work at the salon. and my makeup artistry, like trying to get to the next level on that as well, and just really learning. And so yeah, so that's my spiel on him. And so Hank and Henry, if by any chance you are watching this, which would be awesome, you know, I just want to say thank you for that. And here we are reviewing his products. So that was my spiel on that. And I will say so far on this orange, it's really pretty. Like, I realized that burnt orange is kind of like my color. I don't know why, I always go back to it. I had cars this color. I used it for my freaking wedding, which was 10 years ago. And it's just, I'm always so drawn to that burnt orange color, or that pumpkin-y orange. And this one is like, almost kind of like, feels like a reddish orange, which is really, really pretty. Sorry, got a little bubble in my throat there. Probably for me yapping away. And so, but it's blending out nicely. The pigment's really, really pretty. Like, the blend is really awesome. Like, I'm really impressed with it. Like I said, there is a little bit of kickback, but with mattes, I feel like, I know I've said this a million times probably already on my channel, or you've heard it a million times everywhere. On mattes, there's always going to be kickback. There's like no matte that really has no kickback. It's not one of those though where you're putting in, it's like falling. And so, but it's a really soft color, and I think that's why it's probably has kickback, because, and literally I'm just going like just gently dabbing it in. You don't want to be like digging in there, because then I feel like if you do that, then you will get a ton of kickback. And so that I always do with all my mattes is just kind of gently just tap the brush in there. You don't have to be digging around, you know, coating the, so I'm really liking how this blended out. I'm really hoping that this is registering on camera. So I don't have a monitor because I'm poor, but I use everything on my phone, so my camera connects to my phone, and that's why it's constantly, which I've noticed when I've been editing my other videos that I'm always looking down, and the reason I'm doing that is because my phone's here and it can see what the camera's seeing. So on my phone, everything looks really red. My cheeks, my eyes, but then we'll see when I edit actually what it looks like. So anyway, in case you were wondering. So now I want to use, the next color is the Pressed Pearls, which is called Privileged. Ooh, holy shit. I just opened the wrong part. And a ton of these, of the loose pigment came out. So which is, Privileged is this color. And it's like a tannish. So I'm going to put that all over my lid. And with these type of pressed pigments, I like to use I like to use Fix Plus on my brush. So I'm just going to treat this like I would any other eyeshadow. And any other eyeshadow I would use Fix Plus. So I'm going to use this. And I am using a Morphe brush. This came in a set, so it doesn't have an exact number on it, but it's basically just like a flat packer brush. No, it's not registering. Again, still figuring out the camera, guys. So I'm gonna put a little bit more on around the line. I like to kind of really make sure it gets in there really nicely. It's really, really pretty. It goes really well with the burnt orange. And with this color, there's absolutely no fallout, which I didn't expect. It's not a chunky shimmer. It's very, very smooth, which is nice. I really like how it goes on. So it's really, really pretty. Okay, so that is that color. Now I do want to darken around here a little bit just to kind of give it a little bit more of a pop. So I'm just going to get a small little brush here and back in the Huda palette here. I'm gonna use this dark brown because I want to keep it on the warm tones. I don't want to go into a black or anything. So just dab, dab, dab. And I'm just gonna go in this little corner here just to darken it up a little bit and make it more, like I said, kind of make the shimmer pop some more. And so there's that. That kind of just helps seal the deal. Just to darken that little V in the corner. So anytime you have a look and you want to just kind of make a, whether it's the color, because it kind of helps make the transition color pop as well, and then the shimmer just in that little V, just darken it up, whether it's a dark brown or a black. If you want it more dramatic, obviously use a black. If you don't want it so dramatic, then just a dark brown always does the trick. And you just go like right here, up, like, and then make a V, and then that's it. And then you just kind of blend it in. And it helps kind of blend that shimmer into it as well. And then just go back and forth and blend it out. And then that just helps really get that going. Like I said, just helps it deepen it and darken it. But still having this and the shimmer be more of the star of the show. Okay, so there is that. Now, the final thing is this loose pigment here, which I'm really scared of because I opened it by accident. It's like all over my chest and stuff now. So I think I'm just going to try to put that in the center. So I will say, for, you know, to be completely honest with you, it is a little messy. And so, and I can't, it's, yeah, it's everywhere. I'm probably going to find it everywhere. So I will say that's probably one downside. If I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, I'm sure you guys remember when I did my Kylie Jenner birthday collection, I did not like the loose highlighter at all, and it's because it did pretty much what this is doing right now. So I will say with the packaging on that, with the sifter being kind of so big, which is great because you are getting a ton of product, but it is very, very messy. So I'm trying to figure out if I think I'm going to put that on the center, and I'm just going to go ahead and use another brush, get it with Fix Plus. And this is just this old brush that I've had, I want to say, since like high school. It's from e.l.f. and it's just been, it's from e.l.f. and it's white, and everything they have is like black now. So that just tells you how old that is. Okay, so I got it on here. It's so yellow, I love it. So let me grab a mirror because I'm trying so hard not to drop this. It makes me nervous. Okay, so I'm just gonna pack that right in the center, kind of give it a little moment there. It is super glittery. I almost wonder if maybe putting a glitter glue would be better. I think I have some. Let me see if I can find it. I'll be right back. Let me see if I can. I have glitter glue from Too Faced, so hold on just a second. Okay, so I'm back, and I went ahead and put a little bit of glitter glue on the center of my eyelid there. So I'm going to try this again because when I put it here just with the Fix Plus, it kind of just went everywhere, and I don't want it to do that. I want it to really just stay put. So let's see if that helps it. Yeah, so that definitely helped it stay where I was putting it. So let's see it on the other eye. Oh yeah. Okay, so I would definitely recommend, if you do get this product, use a glitter glue or eyelash glue or something that you can put this on top of, because if you put it on just your eyelid, it's going to go everywhere. Okay, so there is that. And I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of this. I'm going to go back in the brush that I used the dark brown with, go back into this color just to go underneath the under eye a little bit, and then I'll probably go with the brown as well. Okay, so sorry, I'm sure like my camera's been so weird. It keeps dying. God. Anyway, so what I ended up doing was just went ahead and finished my look. I went underneath my eyes and just put a little bit of the matte color here, this color, and I did a little bit of brown, some eyeliner, and for Mr. Hank and Henry, threw on some lashes because why not? Felt like being a little extra. So this is my eye look. I went ahead and put a little bit of gloss. I used one of my all-time favorite glosses from Kylie Cosmetics, Cupcake, because again, I wanted to keep it very soft and have everything kind of be directed towards the eyes because I wanted them to have their special moment. So I can tell you off the bat, I love the pressed pigment pearl and the matte color. The shimmer is really, really pretty. I like how it is on, but it's just so messy. If you have seen any of my other videos, you know that me and loose pigments just aren't friends. I hate how messy they are. I love how they look. Some of them are great. For example, like these good guys from MAC. Love them because you can just put a little bit, some Fix Plus, and you're good. But this is just like the glitter, because it's so glittery, it just goes everywhere. And so you definitely have to put some glitter glue down, which I learned, and just be aware of that. If you even breathe near it, it's like poof, like it's all over my chest. It's got on my hands. So that is my only downside to it. And I think because of the packaging, how like the sifters, the holes of the sifters are so big, it kind of just makes it all just come out. So that's I don't know if you can see it just like floating in the air now. But so that's the only downside to the packaging itself. The rest of the packaging is gorgeous, like I had mentioned earlier in my video, but for this loose pigment, for it being so like glittery, like that's just from touching the packaging. That's my only downside to this. You know, maybe it's something that they'll look at and maybe fix or do differently, but other than that, I love how glittery this is, and it's just a sturdy package. So that I do like. The orangey color, which is called Ooh Betch, I loved it. I love that nice burnt orange, red orange, I guess you can say, and the pressed pearl, which is called Privilege. That one I really liked. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Now, honestly, I'll be completely honest, as much as I was raving about Hank and Henry, would I be running out to buy the other two? Probably not, because I'm not going to be using the pressed or the loose pearls on it, because if they're anything like this one, I'm not going to use it. I can just tell you that right now. So this is my one purchase probably with them. Now, if he puts out other palettes that is just the pressed powders, then I would be all over those. But really, for the price point of $37 to not use one, it's not worth it for me. Now, for anyone else, again, that is my own personal view. Now, if you love loose pigments and you love that shimmer, then you would love it because it is super shimmery. But me personally, for me, I don't like it to be super shimmery and glittery. It's not something that I could see myself really using even on a client or even on myself. So that's why for me, this would be a pass on the other two. Now, he is just starting out, so we'll see what other products he puts out. I don't know if he has any lipsticks or anything, but definitely I'm still a fan, and I will be keeping an eye on what else he has going on to see, if there's anything else that would be more for myself. So with that being said, that is it for now. I do want to jump on later on this evening, so it'll probably be a really dark room in here just to see how this wears, especially that shimmer, because before I put the lashes on, it was like all I could see was shimmer just in my lashes and everything. So I'll probably check in right now. Let me check the time. It is, it's 12:30. So maybe after I pick up my son and run some errands, I'll probably just hop on and show you how this is looking. I am going to film another video in a moment talking about some highlighters, so I'll have highlight on my face, but the eye makeup is going to stay the same. So kind of give you a really good first impressions and a review. Like I had mentioned earlier, my first impressions are ready. 2 pressed ones are amazing, loose one not so much. We'll just see how it wears, and then I can give you a full review at the end of it. Okay, so that is it for now regarding Hank and Henry. I hope you guys enjoyed this eye look and this Millennium tutorial. Let me know what you guys think, because it's my first time kind of trying to zoom you guys in and seeing. So once I go and edit it too, I'll be able to see if like I didn't have like my hand in my face or something, because that's something I always think about. Anyway, enough of me rambling. I will see you guys in a few hours and let you know how this eye look wore, and we'll talk then. Bye. Okay, so welcome back. I know it's like super dark in here. It's about 8 o'clock, so I've been wearing this makeup now for 8 hours, almost 8 hours. I want to say when I shot it, I believe it was 12:30. It's 8 o'clock now. Just was running errands today, made dinner, and now I was like, okay, let me just come and give my final first impressions. I will say I totally love how the shadow still looks. It didn't disappear, or you can still totally see the nice bright burnt orange along with the shimmer. The loose powder, as much as it bugged the hell out of me putting it on, it stuck on really nicely. Using that glitter glue definitely was the kicker. Putting some sort of like, I feel like a sticky base. I know some people, I did go online and I was looking on Instagram and seeing kind of how people are posting about how they're using it. I know a lot of people are using their fingers. That's something to try too, but I feel like you still need to put something down for it to adhere to, because just on top of the pressed shimmer, it didn't really stick to that on its own. But once, like on this eye, I feel like this lasted a lot longer, but that's because I put the glitter glue here first. On this eye, I feel like it did kind of disappear and move around a little bit. I don't know if you can tell. But this was the eye that I try to put just with the MAC Fix Plus on over the shimmer, the pressed shimmer. And that one is moving around. So this eye here, I feel like you can really see the nice bright yellow gold color more than this one, and this one did move around. So the glitter glue, definitely, if you're going to use this, if you like loose pigments, loose shimmers, then definitely use it with a nice tacky base like a glitter glue, some concealer, or even maybe the Painterly Paint Pot would work. But I feel like the glitter glue would probably be your best bet. So that is my thought on that. Again, like I mentioned before, I'm really impressed with everything. The only thing, and I feel like I did go online and was kind of reading some of the reviews, because I do plan on leaving a review on the actual beauty website, is a lot of people are complaining about this bottom portion of it, because I don't know if you can see here all the shimmer that's kind of starting to escape because of the fact that it just gets everywhere. So, you know, maybe, ooh, just opening that just kind of got everywhere. So maybe once they, you know, this has been around a little longer, they can look back on the packaging and still keep it the same type of packaging, but maybe finesse it a little bit is the word I guess I want to use, because the color itself is gorgeous, and I love how there is that shimmer that goes with each trio, so it has its own dedicated shimmer, but it's just so messy, like all that there, and it's just, and because of the way it is here, it's escaping through, so when you turn it around, it's like all coming out right here. So yeah, hi, and that's my kid. So hi, Tyler. So anyway, and so that's all I really have to say about that. That's what really my only complaint about this product is this bottom compartment maybe wasn't the best thing for the loose shimmer. Everything else though, the matte, the press shimmers were great. I'm very excited to see where this brand goes next, what products they're going to come out with next. Like I said, for me personally, I won't be buying any more of these alter ego kits, but I'm still watching. It's still early on in the game to see what he's going to put out, so I'm for sure be the first person in line for the next product. So excited. So anyway, so I hope this was helpful. Let me know what you guys think about me coming back and checking in. I kind of got the idea from Glam Life Guru. She is a YouTube channel here. She does that a lot where she'll test makeup and come back on a few hours later to kind of let you know how it wears. And I feel like that's really a genuine review because yeah, when you put makeup on, it can look great right at that moment, but really how is it going to wear? Because I've had where I've done eye looks, a couple hours later, I'll be driving, I'll look in the mirror and it's like, you can't even tell what colors I had. So I felt like to give this a fair chance, I really wanted to give you guys the full experience of really wearing it and reviewing it and giving my really true first impression. So if this is something you guys like, let me know and I'll be more than glad to continue, and also give me some feedback on my little eye tutorial. It was really minor, and just thanks again for dealing with me when it comes to tweaking things around and learning how to do all this different stuff on these videos and for my channel. So anyway, again, thanks for watching. Leave a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys all on the next one. Have a good evening or day, whatever time it is that you're watching this. Bye.